Hey y'all, and welcome to Jump Seat with Von P. And so, as the title says, how to get your CJO men version. Today's video is gonna give you instructions on how to apply and put your best foot forward as far as being that candidate who gets their CJO. Excuse me. So I'm not really familiar, or I guess I don't record myself often. So comment below if you feel like my video is maybe like boring, or I'm talking in like a monotone, or there's no like excitement to it. Um, but I just wanted to give y'all, the gentlemen, some advice on how to land that CJL. I know it's a little difficult finding the right videos and advice on what to do, what to wear, just for men. And so I want to gear this video just for us guys. So to dive on in, as you know, airlines are hiring left and right, And so first thing you do as far as becoming a flight attendant, you apply. Go ahead, submit your application, make sure your resume look good. You don't have to put too many emphasis on the resume because they only ask for it once, and that was when I applied. Like, I didn't have to give a resume any other time. And so make it look good, apply, submit the resume, and then you'll receive an email saying thank you for submitting your application with so-and-so airlines. And then they're gonna send you an email to complete an assessment. They are trying to understand your personality and what skills you can bring to the table. So in this assessment, this is very important because I'm in some Facebook groups, and I see a lot of people get thank you but no thank yous. And um, anybody can take this advice, not just men. Anybody can take this advice. But I see a lot of people, once they complete the assessment, they get a thank you but no thank you. And I'm just like, how? What are you selecting? Like, what are you selecting? I'm not judging anyone. Everyone's journey is different. So that's why I decided to go ahead and let you know some tricks to at least get past that assessment. So in doing the assessment, I'm not gonna give any questions that it may ask, but I will give you types of questions. So the first one, where I see a lot of people go wrong: strongly agree and strongly disagree of questions. Whenever you see these in any type of assessment, you always want to first pick strongly agree or strongly disagree. Anything in between, it doesn't matter. Like, you got to be confident in your answer, and strongly agree and strongly disagree is the most confident you can be in submitting that answer. So if you maybe are not always on time, don't just pick agree. Pick strongly agree, because anything in between don't matter. Other types of questions, they'll ask you questions necessarily about working styles and can you work with a team and stuff like that, or do you enjoy working with a team, or I do my best work alone. You got to be consistent with your answers, and that's all I'm going to say with that. You have to be consistent with your answers. They're going to ask you 5 different questions, but they're all the same question, but they're asking 5 different ways. So be prepared for that. They are going to do that. Airlines, they do it. They want to see if you're consistent with your answering. They want to see that if you enjoy working with the team, and then you turn around and you say it's a challenge working with a team, and then you strongly agree. It's just like, well, how is it a challenge working in a team if you enjoy working in a team? So you want to be consistent with your answers. Remember that. Also, other type of answers. If they ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, you're always going to put your best foot forward. You're always going to be the best, the perfect candidate. And so you're going to tell them that you're the perfect candidate. I mean, if you're not, you have plenty of time to become that, because you're going to have to be that. You have to be on time. You have to be punctual. You have to be a great attitude. You have to face challenges and be okay with it. You have to, a question might be similar to, how do you handle pressure? And they're going to ask you, they're going to give you 5 different answers. And You have to pick the best one. And so you sit there and you really read the question, read the answers, each answer, and you ask yourself, if it says I thrive in a fast-paced environment and enjoy accepting new challenges, and then it says I handle challenges well, I'm okay with adjusting to challenges. I don't like challenges at all. It doesn't bother me with challenges or changes. Which answer do you think actually sounds the best? Because we're putting our best foot forward, remember? Now, I don't know if that's actually one of the questions, but I'm just giving you an example of putting your best foot forward. Of course, you're gonna say that you enjoy challenges and you're gonna pick the best answer. And so, yeah, pick the best answer, put your best foot forward. You're the perfect candidate. That's what we're offering in the assessment. After you complete the assessment, the airline I applied to gives you a scorecard. It gives you 3 top qualities or skills that they feel like you may have or possess based off the assessment that you have taken. And so from that period on, you'll be waiting. Some people wait maybe 5-10 minutes. Some people wait a month. Everybody's timeline is different. Don't take me verbatim saying that it's gonna come instantly, because I'm not telling you that. You're gonna probably be waiting. I don't know how long, but wait. It's a waiting game. It's a process. You know, you have to wait at the gate. So you're waiting at the gate before you can take off to getting your wings. And so once you get to the next step, which will be a video interview. So if they like your assessment and say, hey, we want to meet you, like the airline is like, he put his best foot forward. We want to meet this person. This guy, we have to see him. We just have to see what he's about. So before we fly him anywhere, we're going to do a video interview and we're going to see what he may have to offer. Now, when you do this video interview, it's a challenge. If you're not used to recording yourself, if you're not big on social media and doing stories and Snapchat and Instagram, if you're not photogenic, then this is gonna be a tough task. It took me 5 tries to actually do good on one of my video interviews. And one thing I will say is though, preparation. As long as you're prepared, it takes half of the nervousness away. So that's number 1. Make sure you have I use my iPad. I recommend using an iPad, a laptop, not your phone. If you do use your phone, you doing what you gotta do. I ain't mad at you. You're doing what you gotta do. But I will say, always look into that camera. Make sure your lighting is good. Make sure your background is blank. I had a blank background. Right now I have this big wall clock, but I had a blank background. So I would do something more so on the blank. Maybe if you wanted to do like a little picture or something like that, but the focus is on you. It's not on, see, I don't need them seeing if the clock actually worked. I need them looking at me so they can see what I have to give them, because we trying to become a team. We trying to make something happen, make something shake, wah. So I don't need them looking back there making sure my clock work. I need them to see me and let my answers wow them. And that's what we're getting into next. If you don't know, now you know. STAR method is very important. I need you to know it, live it, learn it, know it, live it, learn it. I can't repeat it. Know it, live it, learn it. As long as you know it, live it, learn it. If you need help with that, I will make another video showing you how to actually break down the STAR method, because all it is telling a story. And if you can tell the story so flawlessly where it doesn't even feel like you're giving the STAR method, you will wow them. And I can show you how to do that, because it's not hard. Moving forward, with the STAR method, situation, task, action, results. You know, they're gonna ask you behavioral questions. That's what they're called, behavioral questions, because they wanna know how you're gonna behave in a certain situation. And that's what you have to present to them and let them know that in that situation that I can woo, and this is how I'm gonna woo, and this is the result that I'm possibly going to give you. So, in that STAR method, it's the situation, the task, the action, the result. And when you listen, see, a lot of people are quick to respond. They start listening to the question, and as the person starts speaking the question, they start thinking of an answer while the person is still giving you the question. And that's what you can't do. So what I need for you to do is listen to the question, break down the question, meaning name a time. This might be a question. I'm not saying it's one of the questions, but name a time that you had to work in a team and a person, one of your coworkers, didn't pull their fair share of work. What was the situation? How do you, that might be one of the questions. I don't know. But breaking it down, okay. The objective of the whole scenario is to see how you work as a team. You already know that. So now you got to think of teamwork type of scenarios, teamwork type of answers. But I'll dig deeper into that. That's just to reel you in so you can watch the next video. Because I'm going to show you how to break these questions down without giving you full questions or answers and letting you fill in the blanks and you do the work so that you can say, hey, when I do this video interview, can't wait for her to give me this question. Can't wait for him to give me this question because I'm ready. I'm ready. I know it. I know it. And so that's just that. You have to do STAR method. If someone tells you you don't, they're lying to you. You do. It's probably not going to go away. That's something that's probably not going to change because it just gives a full breakdown of how you can handle situations. And they need to know that you can handle situations. You're in the air with people who pay them a lot of money to go from one place to another place. And they want to make sure that they're going to get there safely. And they want to make sure you're going to make sure that happens. So as far as STAR method, you want to dress appropriately. Again, I'll make two other videos for you, for the guys. One very important one is the face-to-face video, the face-to-face interview, and as well as what to wear for both. Honestly, what you wear in your video interview, you can wear to your face-to-face interview. What you wear to your face-to-face interview, you can wear to your video interview. But the video is probably gonna come first. But you wear the same. I wear the same exact suit from both because I popped. I can rock pink and it looked good. So I had blue and pink, and I was given pink toga. So, and my interview was on October. So it worked out. But anywho, I'll dig deeper into what you should wear, how you should dress, shoes, accessories, and just being all around prepared for that face-to-face interview. Because it's an experience. It's not an experience you'll often have a chance to experience, but it's an experience. And I can't tell you about it, but what I can tell you is you want to watch that video so you can be prepared. So after you complete the video interview, you smiled till your cheeks hurt, they were just hurting because you smiled so much. You smiled. Even when you stumbled over that answer, you took a deep breath, and then you continue because that's what you do. You smile. When all else fails, if you have a brain fart, don't get flustered. Don't get nervous. Don't smile and start over because it's okay. They want to see that you can keep your composure. That's a tip, and that was free. But you want to smile. If you have to, put some Vaseline on your teeth. It'll keep your mouth open. Your mouth will be open. But smile. I can't reiterate that enough. Smile. Once you submit it, though, moving forward, the next step would then, yes, you will be invited to wherever their headquarters is. You'll be invited and you'll do a face-to-face interview. This face-to-face interview is, you're not alone. So, don't think you're going and you getting a special treatment. They opening up the doors just for you. No, it's probably about 50 to 100 other people there trying to get their CJO as well. And so that's why I said these next two videos that I record for you, I need for you to be tuned and watch because it's gonna help you get that CJO. You're gonna stand out and you're gonna know what to do when you get to wherever headquarters you're going to, and you're gonna put your best foot forward and you're gonna show them, like I told you in doing your assessment, that you're the perfect candidate and you're the best choice. And that's what we're here to give. Once you do the face-to-face interview, then you'll either be notified. Some airlines do that same day, and then some airlines do it where they'll email you and let you know, and you come do paperwork and everything. But anywho, that's when you, after you complete your face-to-face interview, that's when you'll know if you're going to training. And if you pay attention to my videos and subscribe, and because I'm only going to do probably like 3, maybe 4. And the 4th one might be like what to pack for training as I go to training, because I haven't actually completed training. I just received my CJO, and yeah, I can't say for what airline. But what I can say is that there's not a lot of videos out there for guys, and I want my gentlemen, because when I did go to my face-to-face interview, there wasn't a lot of guys picked. I will say that. It was probably like out of the handful of people, 4 guys, and it was probably twice as many women. And so my thing is, a lot of the guys, not us, because I stood out, but a lot of guys looked at cookie cutter. Like, you couldn't tell them apart. Like, if they didn't have a name tag, you wouldn't remember who they were, like, at all. And it was just like, no, boo-boo, you gotta make sure you is remembered. And I'll leave it at that. So, thank you again for tuning in. I hope